Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Josh. Welcome to the channel. I've got a problem. I sold my aerial Atom, which means I do not have a track car. Wait, do I have a track car? Let's go look in the garage. That's a 911 Turbo. Is a 997 generation 911 Turbo a track car? Let's find out. All right, we're in the Turbo. Let me give you a quick overview of what it is on the street. 3,500 pounds, all-wheel drive, twin turbocharged flat six in the rear. This one has an intake, exhaust, tune, lowering springs. It makes 550 horsepower to the wheels, and I know that because I have a post-it note from the previous owner. On the street, this thing is absolutely phenomenal, and that's what I bought it for. But a few years ago, I started driving on track. A 911 Turbo can definitely be tracked. It's not the ideal choice. For that, you want a GT car, like a GT3 or a GT4. This car could be made to drive on track, but I don't want to. And the reason is because the car is too special and it's too nice. For 2007, they built a bunch of these, but for 2009, they made a change. They switched out the whole communications entertainment system. This car in a 6-speed manual coupe with the factory aero kit, there's probably less than 100 of them in the United States. And as soon as you have a special rare Porsche, it's worth a lot of money. We're out here at Atlanta Motorsports Park, and I have two very special guests, my friend Tim and his son Tanner.
Hello.
Hello.
Tim has been a longtime co-worker of mine. I mean, going back close to 10 years at this point. Tim and I developed video games. He volunteered to come out, and I'm really glad that he did because I have a bit of a dilemma with my Turbo. Namely, I think I should sell it, but I don't want to sell it. I'm not sure. And it's tough because at this point the car is valuable and it wasn't really built for working on the track necessarily, but it's my childhood dream car. What we're gonna do today is take Tim and Tanner out on track and see what they think, and we're gonna see if we can come to a decision. We're gonna leave sport mode off, but we're gonna put on sport suspension, and we're going to turn off the stability control because I think it's been causing problems for me. It's been a long time since I drove this thing on track, and I've never driven on track with the stability control disabled. And so far, it feels a little bouncy, but very predictable. Historically, a problem that I've had is with the brakes overheating, but I'm hoping that by disabling the stability control, that won't happen again. The shifter doesn't like to be rushed. Pretty easy to heel toe. You have to be careful grabbing second that you don't come too far left or you run into the lockout for reverse, and it doesn't really like that. All right, first session was a success, at least from a not crashing the car standpoint. It actually felt pretty good. I ran a 140. I'm nervous about pushing it because I don't want the brakes to overheat. So we're gonna take Tanner out, his first time in the car, first time out on track period, and we'll see how he does.
Sweet.
Oh, if you're gonna puke, let me know and I'll pull over.
I should be able to keep it in. Holy shit.
That was crazy. That was really cool.
We'll take your dad out. and see how he does. What's your prediction? Is he gonna like it as much as you?
Oh no, without a doubt. No,
Okay.
he's...
So I know this guy, John, from Shooting Guns, and he has a 997 turbo, same color, mechanically basically the same car with a different transmission, and we happen to be out here on the same day. How cool.
Yeah, that's...
Woo! Amazing to me. Woo! He was the model rider for sure, because he was just like, yes, this is good, I like this, I'm not gonna get sick. More.
It was amazing.
So,
incredible.
you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, so why don't we swap camera for
Sounds good.
helmet. So I'm gonna try to like scare you into thinking that you're about to die, and then I'm gonna pick your brain a little bit about my dilemma.
Gotcha.
All the elevation also kind of freaks you out, right? Because there's blind crests and stuff. You're like, what's gonna happen?
Yes.
Where are we going? I don't know.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Hey, we're all gonna die someday, Tim. You know that's my philosophy.
Yep. We've been saying that for years.
Blaze of glory. Thelma and Louise, baby.
Holy shit. I have to.
Oh, this is really fast. Oh, fuck.
What?
I'm just kidding. I did that to Nicole, too.
Oh shit.
Feel the rear step out a smidge there?
Yep, I did, and I was wondering if that was by design.
Semi-intentional. Let's call it that.
Okay.
Get that point by? Yeah, he wants us to go this season. Thank you! Starting to really have fun with this car in a way that I never have before, because I've never driven it at the limit before, really.
Gotcha.
I've been sort of tiptoeing. When I bought it, it was at the far end of what I felt like I could afford.
Yep.
And now that it's worth so much more, it would be, you know, a catastrophic loss for me to have to like write it off, right? Like if I were to crash it on track without track day insurance. So I have it. I have the dream car, but it's not necessarily perfectly suited for what I want to do with cars these days. The BMW E30 at $10,000, you can have just as much fun in that, and it's like guilt-free.
Can't you experiment more with that type of car too?
Absolutely.
Like modding
yeah.
wise, so I've always, anything I get into, I immediately go to the mods. And that's kind of like how the FJ was for me. It's like, all right, here's a car I can pull the entire interior out of and not care.
Customize it and make it your own.
Or even make mistakes.
Right.
Like, all right, well.
Yeah, learn what you don't like and not feel like it was this huge investment.
Exactly.
I find myself more and more saying, oh, I don't track my turbo, it's too nice, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to be that guy, Tim. I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah, I think you nailed it right there. I don't track it because it's too nice is a not good story. That is a bad story.
Yeah.
That is not fun to hear. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. It looks so good, though.
It does. It's beautiful. And if you were to get one that you didn't mind pulling apart, putting back together, and tracking,
I should sell this one and buy a 2007 with more miles.
There you go.
For half the money. So let's say that I did that. I sell this, and now I've got the money where I could go buy that, right?
And you got money
That's
left
not
over.
what I would buy. And that tells you something.
Yeah.
Am I freaking you out a little bit?
Something changed.
I got excited about this solution, and it made me start driving faster.
Gotcha. Are we still worried about the brakes getting hot?
That's a great question, Tim.
Motherfucker. I tell you, you know this track now, don't you? Holy cow. Whoa!
That was intentional that time.
Oh, okay.
Look at the hips on that thing.
I know.
It is a gorgeous car.
It is.
Dude, thank you.
My pleasure.
What did you think about the whole go fast on track thing?
I can see how people get addicted easily. That is a rush.
All right, Tim and I just had a really excellent experience. I mean,
That was awesome.
kind of special, really, for me. Kind of two unexpected things happened. Number one, I felt way more comfortable getting to the limits of this car and playing with it at the limit, getting it to slide around. Sometimes turning the nannies off makes it easier to decipher what the car is telling you, and then you can get more confident and push the car harder. But the most important thing, unexpectedly, my friends Tanner and Tim came out, got to have their first on-track experience. So win, win, win all the way around. Thank you guys so much for coming along for the ride. We'll see you next time.